Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to y'all here. Let's get you situated just a little bit. But, all right. Nonetheless, Sagittarius, thank you so much again for tuning in, for your patience with this reading. We're here with the Venus Retrograde reading. Let us, though, and this is the trail out reading. So how, let's say Venus Retrograde will be moved through as we move out of it and move into Mercury Retrograde. So this is sort of like Mercury and Venus talking to one another and handing each other off to one another. Venus is like, I'm done with that. It's all you now, baby. And Mercury's like, I think I've got this, but let me just check. I'm hearing it in the file cabinet first and see what needs to be brought back to kind of be focused on once again. And for a number of you, I'm seeing specifically right up and now. Oh, let me say this first. I was meditating on your energy before I turned the camera in. I was getting for you, I'm here, Scorpio, Capricorn, Libra, strong, Libra so strongly with the Mother of Swords coming out right here. There's a focus on this feeling of like, it's like I'm seeing you, it's like, I'm hearing sleep on it. I'm hearing specifically sleep on it. If you are making a decision right up and out, Sagittarius, and you're like not 100 on it, like you're like, okay, I pretty much know like where every puzzle piece goes in the puzzle that I just played over in my head a million times. But or I'm hearing specifically imagine myself, simulated myself playing through over so many times. But there's just one piece that I feel could be like switched around with another. I'm hearing don't doubt your the Hangman and the High Priestess both coming out for you who are right here, Sagittarius. They're both associated with, this is the most intuitive card in the deck, the High Priestess. Here, she's not high for nothing. I'm here specifically. They don't also call her the High Priestess for nothing. And if this is your own energy, right, and we've all got, every one of us, every one of us, all are one, right? We're all connected. But everyone has every sign in our chart, right? We all have every sign in our chart. We've all got Pisces somewhere. And the Hangman and the High Priestess both speak to the energies of Pisces. They both speak to the archetype of Pisces. You've got the Mother of Cups right behind them, right behind the High Priestess. Like, if you didn't hear that one, I'm hearing Oracle speak to you and tell you very clearly that you should not be showing. I'm hearing I'm hearing specifically your nipples on stage, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Take it as you will, or that you should be, I'm hearing showering with a different kind of shampoo, whatever that may mean for a number of you, like whatever that may mean. It's like, again, take it as you will, Sagittarius, but the feeling I'm getting is that there's something that you have like a hunch about. You're like, I don't know if I should be showing, I'm hearing again, showcasing a certain, I'm hearing shower head unit as well with the Hierophant in reverse. Like, should I be demoing that one kind of, I'm hearing daddy's game as well. Take it as well. I was like, do I really want to be like distancing myself from, I'm hearing a certain audience as well, whatever that may mean for nervous Sagittarius. But I'm seeing it as like something that you know, I'm hearing, you know how the parabola works here. Okay. I'm hearing specifically the moon in reverse, and you've got a lot, I'm hearing of show and telling. I'm hearing to do as you may feel it. There might be a lot that you feel you're actually also responsible to upkeep, and you got a lot of water energy coming through for you. The Death card as well coming through. It's like, I don't think that I'm also not here to tell you once more that we want you, dear. I'm hearing back home, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like there's someone who, or someone perhaps, or some kind of, I'm hearing also spirit guide angel. I'm hearing animal oracle deck with the Daughter of Pentacles coming through. It's like every person that you talk to as well somehow always pronounces your name in ways that your parents would. Whenever you're like about to have a certain type of performance done, and you're like, okay. I'm hearing, what is this? I'm hearing, do I want to be? I'm hearing keeping. I'm hearing true colors, and that's why I love you. Don't be afraid. And it's like you're standing in this aisle of this like I'm seeing you like in a supermarket, Sagittarius, and it's like you're walking around and you're like about to buy this one pack of chewing gum. I'm hearing specifically. I'm hearing tobacco as well. Whatever that means and you're like about to like perhaps spend a lot of money as well. Like I'm seeing you like about to drop. Like I'm hearing a million with the devil here, and the Father of Pentacles in reverse. You're like this close. I'm hearing to the zenith power, whatever that may mean in particular for you, to like having a certain discussion as well, where you're about to like open up a real deep conversation with someone. And then I'm hearing your brother-in-law calls. I'm hearing specifically, and they're like, hi, I'm hearing, are you in the bathroom? I'm hearing, I'm hearing, are you okay? I'm hearing as well. Are you bleeding? I'm hearing specifically. Are you having a baby? I'm hearing as well. What's going on? I'm hearing specifically. Like, and you've got I'm hearing the fertile goddess here, the Empress mirroring the card of Sagittarius, the devil. And the Father of Pentacles is sandwiched in between the two, kind of like wondering what to do, not knowing if he should be doing something on stage or if he should be standing and stalking. I'm hearing the crafts on the shelves. And someone might be like kind of like in your vicinity or wanting to kind of like vacate the property, I'm hearing specifically, but doesn't know how. I'm hearing specifically to have that, I'm hearing home priced, whatever that may mean. It's like there's something perhaps that, this could be your own energy as well. It could be perhaps a direction that you are thinking of moving in, that you're thinking of really showcasing a talent through. It could be an actual property or performance of place. 1 second here, it's getting kind of chilly. Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. And I'm seeing you being in like a really busy space and having like a lot of people chime in at certain times of the day when you're doing stuff that I'm hearing specifically you shouldn't be, whatever that may mean. Not necessarily in any particular way. Take it as you will, Sagittarius. It could take and perceive, interpret in a number of ways, right? But I'm seeing like there are people who like, again, I'm seeing you like walking around in even in industry and like or a space, and I'm hearing so long. I'm hearing so long. I'm hearing fellow starlights, whatever that may mean. I'm just gonna number of you, and then like you want to maybe do something like kind of reckless here, like something like. I'm hearing reborn. I'm hearing reborn specifically here with the strength around it. And it's like, but then you see people like winking at you, like, and they're like, as you're walking by down the street, and they look at you and they kind of like give you a little bit like of a wink in a way where you're like, am I being mastermind here? Like, I'm telling you, it's this kind of feeling of like, when you're in the movie, it's like this. It's like a movie scene in the movies. That one scene where the character like has something in mind. And they're gonna like plan something, okay, to present something. I'm here specifically with the strength card here in reverse. And they're like, they walk around, and before they do it, and then like someone looks at them. Someone on the street like looks at them and gives them a smile, like a smirk, that they interpret as like, oh shit, they know what I'm gonna do. I'm here to they know, and whatever them, I mean, for you, them to take it as you will. It's like they know that I am about to do a skate prank. I'm hearing specifically, whatever that means, and it's like, oh, okay. I'm hearing specifically. I feel like I'm hearing the gondola is being rowed for me, with me in it, and it makes you feel, Sagittarius, a little bit like you're being watched by your grandmother. I'm hearing also your fairy grandmother. I'm hearing like when you're wearing that dress with that print, whatever that may mean. We're going to review. You might be dealing with the energy of Pisces here yet again coming through, and they're both on like the left hand and the right side of the deck. And it's like when you look left and you want to turn left, I'm seeing you like driving down a road. When you turn left, you see their name. And then when you turn right, I'm here on the ballot as well. When you turn right, you see their name as well. And it's like, this is, what's going on? I'm hearing, why am I always seeing, I'm hearing also Santa Claus winking at me every time I'm wanting to spend money. And it's like, I'm getting that there's some things, Sagittarius, that you are kind of like wondering how to work on, where you're like, okay, I'm hearing, gosh darn it, how do I get them also in the boardroom with me at this meeting, the devil upright, mirroring here, the two of swords, and always take as you will here, Sagittarius, right, can be taken, perceived, and termed in number of ways, but you've got a lot of characters here that are showing up for you. The devil, the death card, the temperance card, the empress, the high priestess, the hierophant, the chariot. You know that there is, I'm hearing, a hometown here for you to feel like you can really break into the industry of without feeling like you need to be bad. I'm hearing about it, where it's like, I'm hearing, oh, what's that song? Oh gosh, I'm hearing, I wanna be bad. Who sings that? Is that Britney? Is that Spears there singing through? Oh, okay. I'm hearing, she's so lucky, she's a star, but she cried. It's like, Sagittarius, I'm seeing that you kind of want to get a little crazy here. Okay, I'm hearing this specific, like, you kind of want to get a little candy cane. I'm hearing in Candyland here. It's like, what does that mean specifically? I don't know. Sagittarius, I'm hearing you do your doo-doo, but at the end of the day, you realize that people are also watching you and wondering what you're watching when you're wanting them, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you. Very interesting. I'm seeing it as like being a reflection here with the Judgment card, the Six of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Mother of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. This is, I'm hearing, a pact that you are, I'm hearing, really, I'm hearing thinking about refinancing. And it's like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm hearing, even if I want to wear, I'm hearing Scooby-Doo shoes and shock my audience, I feel like I actually do have more to lose here than just my wallet, and that makes me rethink the paradigm of success and also performance that reflects passion for me. And I don't want people to feel like I'm not printing the magazine with pleasure, and I want people to realize that I'm not like, I'm hearing breaking out of a box to, I'm hearing it, I want to be bad, not so good. It's like, I don't want to be, I'm hearing, I don't want to be another Starlight, but I also don't want to be like stopped on stage for doing what I'm doing, or not doing what I should be doing, or for not doing what I'm hearing specifically again should be doing. And I'm seeing again, it's like something like comes back around to you, like in the moment that, like, again, when you're about to like do something, you're like, I'm gonna drop the ball. I'm hearing, I'm gonna drop the baker. I'm hearing, like, I'm gonna whatever. It's like I'm but then I realized that I was once a baby. I'm hearing, and I was cradled, and I'm hearing, characterized in my mission, and I'm hearing in my pantsuit as well that was tailored at a certain point in time. And that makes me remember the people who I really, I'm hearing, connected with in those spaces, and that makes me want to recognize them there, and I, in doing that, want to make sure that I give them, I'm hearing, a space that I can keep here, not out of what I feel I'm moving outside of, breaking outside of the box of the boundaries of blah, 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 blah. It's like and it can be in a philosophical way. It's like the concept that I'm working with, the theory that I'm working with. It's like I'm seeing a teacher who's like thinking about coming to class and being like, kids, guys, gals, and I'm hearing Ghostbusters, whatever that means for a number of you. Always take as you own, right? We all have all propensities. Masculine, feminine, yin yang, expressive and receptive. But I'm seeing here that you don't want to like walk in with an audience and out in the dark. It's like, I don't want to just, I'm hearing, rock the show off the stage and into the room that I need to then have a talk with the chancellor of the event. And I also don't want, and also with the I'm hearing with the Willy Wonka of the factory that we're working at. I don't, whatever that means in review, but I'm seeing it as like, I don't want Willy to ask how wonky my work is because I don't really work on it anymore, like kind of feeling. It's like, I don't want it to get to the level or to the point where I need to then lease out the property, and others are going to be kind of like wishing I hadn't done that. I'm hearing wishing I hadn't walked that game. Okay. Devil in the moon. I'm hearing are sharing a pot of putty in their hand. I'm hearing and wine, and they're having kind of a really creative moment here in communicating about what eventually will be. I'm hearing glamorized. I'm hearing gusted up in a flurry of wind. I'm hearing specifically and broadcasted in broad daylight. Now the moon here is mirroring the devil yet again. There's Sagittarius. I'm hearing Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Capricorn. And then you got the Mother of Cups and the Three of Cups right up top, the World. I'm hearing, does she know what she's wishing on, though? I'm hearing when she's walking in the waiting room here. It's like there's something that you might be like questioning the positioning of. 1 second. Sagittarius. Okay. I'm seeing it though, like in this way, like you see that someone has, I'm hearing, a character that they uphold, that they pride themselves on, and there is going to eventually be a certain project that will be, let's say, held in suspension, or perhaps is held in suspension, that is kind of being promoted though, and will be promoted down the line. I'm seeing this as perhaps even being like related to matters of public life. I'm hearing how you work with your publicist. Okay. And Sagittarius, I'm kind of getting this feeling of like someone having a bright idea that is wondering like, okay, if we have the goose like run around like this, are they going to still lay eggs? I'm hearing and produce, I'm hearing financially, monetarily. Take it as you will. There's the Justice card coming through. At the end of the day, you might want to take another look at, and you might be wanting to get really clear on your terms. I'm hearing your lease terms. Like, can I actually be using a space for carving out, I'm hearing characters, casting them, modeling them, showcasing them, and turning a profit? Is this actually, I'm hearing legal, can I bake cookies here and then package them and sell them to children? I'm hearing as well, is that something legal? Okay. And the feeling is that you kind of want to get more furry in that space. It's like, I want to, no, wait, no. It's like, no. And I'm seeing like almost signing a deal, like almost doing something like, I'm hearing again, like daring with a star. It's like shooting, what is it? Wish upon a star. It's like, I want to see what love is. I mean, specifically, I want to see what love is. Like, it's like, but yet again, Sagittarius, I'm seeing you right before you do that, you like back out and you're like, actually, I think I'm more like an inchworm and I kind of want to, I'm seeing you like telling someone this and they were like, what? I'm hearing, what, man? You told me that you wanted to be the maestro of the market of makeshift masks. I'm hearing also though, like of makeshift mannequins that talk and speak, like I'm hearing like lovers would, whatever that means for a number of you. It's like there's something that someone really like caught your attention with and like caught their own eyeball with as well in hand when they were talking about it, and they were like, they like strung you along in this plan for a number of you, and you were like, I'm hearing it's a whole new world. But it's like, I don't want to get kicked out of the theme park when I'm riding that ride at Disneyland, you know? And it's like, it's something that you may want to kind of like talk to a few people about when you're not having wine as well, whatever that means. It's like, I want to talk perhaps also to my parents about this. And I think I want to have the exam proctored as well to make sure that it's taken properly. Okay, whatever that means for a number of you. But I'm seeing it as being something that you don't really want to see through in the limelight as well. There could be a little bit of like a space of like, ooh, actually, I don't know if I want to be counting. I'm hearing cookies here with Casper at the wheel. Okay, and Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, always take it as you will, but I'm seeing that, not in any particular way, right? But I'm seeing it as being something that you once really wished on, and you were like, you know what, I would love to have a leaping board like this to challenge myself with. But you know what, I'm hearing, you know what, I don't know if I want to walk in with a deal and out with a doo-doo. I'm hearing with a duck that doesn't lay eggs, whatever that means for you. Okay. And at the end of the day here, and always take it as you will, Sagittarius, it's like I see you kind of wanting to work, but also to witness the craft itself before you do it. Okay. Take it as you will, Sagittarius. Let's get a few more cards out here for you and compliment who's on them a little bit as well, and then maybe collect all and go once money gets tight again. Whatever that may mean for a number of you. There could be something that you're thinking of processing, projecting. You're like, do I continue doing this? Do I keep working on this one math problem? Do I keep working on this one project? I'm getting kind of cramped in this room, but do I still keep doing it? Do I keep cutting papers and counting I'm hearing corners on them, and then have them I'm hearing communicated about? This could be like a publishing thing for a number of you, and I'm seeing you like wanting to like publish some kind of work that makes you again feel like you are like Corella Devil, like as the devil card in the major arcana, Capricorn. It's like I'm seeing you again, like, but I'm seeing you realizing, you know what, it's not, I'm hearing also about the money. It's not about also the fame. I'm hearing specifically that our fortune builds upon over time, that ends in time. It's like we do not yet again want to just have a flop future, whatever that may mean. I'm looking for a number of you that doesn't know how to springboard into another season as well. It's like we don't want to, let's say, launch something. Let's say you're thinking of like launching a company. You're like, this would be great in the summer. I'm hearing lollipops and I'm hearing lily pads. Very interesting. And I'm seeing you like kind of like again like having a fantasy about this, like being so like, I believe I can fly, like in like a blizzard. I'm hearing specifically like that's the kind of feeling. Again, Sagittarius, like whatever that may mean for a number of you, but again, I'm seeing you having this moment of I'm hearing a flashback as well. It's like, whoa, when I wasn't able to find my focus back then, when I used to do that, do I want to be doing that again? Do I want to be dipping my feet into that kind of lake again that looks kind of muddy? I don't know about that. Okay. Take as you will, Sagittarius. Always take as you will. Not necessarily in any particular way, but the Sun of Cups is coming through to tell you once more, Sagittarius, that you've got a lot of people who really respect you, that really ride on your game, that you shoot, I'm hearing, with perfect aim. And I'm getting it as like that you know that you're the Wizard of Oz and you kind of want to wind down the winter, I'm hearing months specifically, with people wanting you to walk them through it, like to almost like give them a guide, like please walk us through this beautiful world. I'm hearing specifically, please, I'm hearing don't leave us, like whatever that may mean, hanging. Like I'm seeing someone who, let's say, is a teacher, and they're like, I'm done with this content, but then people are like, no, please, I'm hearing do not leave the letter hanging like that on the chest, vest, or chest. I'm hearing chest, like drawer of also the treasury, and the devil coming right up and out there with the Mother of Pentacles. There's a focus on what you're thinking of backing out of, perhaps, or what it is that you were thinking, well, do I invest in this space, or do I'm hearing leave it to be leased out, okay, by others. And you might, if there was a risky investment here, Sagittarius, I'm seeing that you want to wait until, you might want to like watch it a little more and see, how do other people perform in that space. I'm hearing singers as well. How is it that they turn a profit as well? And you might be researching something here. Okay, Sagittarius, let us collect the cards and get, I'm hearing a little closer to the drive, the manual. I'm hearing stick shift that we're thinking of using here. Okay. Take it as you will, Sagittarius. I'm hearing stop in the name of God. Oh dear. Okay. That wanted to come out. I'm hearing Diana Ross as well, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you. If anybody knows the name of these songs, please comment. Thank you all so much for commenting. I'm so touched with all of you. Thank you for connecting in all the ways that you do. And I have actually, I have an Instagram for Alchemy and you, and I, from time to time, go live there. So if that's something that interests you, and I sometimes will post, I post some news about when, let's say, heads up when the videos are posted, so on and so forth. So if that's of interest to you, you can click through there, Alchemy and you. Also Twitter handle Alchemy and you, and the links are in the bio description box below. Okay, all right. Nonetheless, here, Sagittarius, I'm hearing there's a dot on the map that you want to really, like, I'm hearing specifically lease out, like, and it's very, I'm hearing simple and straightforward like that. I'm seeing that you kind of want to sketch something in as well more and have more of an attitude as well that you're comfortable with in kind of talking about it. And I'm seeing for a number of you, it's like someone might be presenting you with something and they're like, here, I'm hearing sketch sketch this out and see how you feel about it. And you're like, okay, let me take this to my mother, I'm hearing as well. Let me take this to my mentor as well. And let's have more of a space of sounding it out that makes us feel like we're not surprised once we've signed the lease and started on the project. And I'm getting that you really want to get careful about who you let in also in the meeting room, because there are going to be a lot of opinions here. Sagittarius, I'm hearing Capricorn, and they all have their own methods. They've all got their own memories as well of working in a certain industry at a certain time. One person comes in, I'm seeing like a big room of people, and they present a certain project, and one person comes in and says, when I was working for, I'm hearing WikiLeaks, I'm hearing specifically, okay, whatever that means for a number of you, I'm hearing also Wikipedia. When I was working for, I'm hearing Wiseman, I was, I'm hearing wanted by every, I'm hearing worker, I'm hearing on that treasury board, whatever that means. I'm seeing like someone coming in and they've got like a really like, I'm hearing tall tale. They've also got a long list of different types of, I'm hearing leasing managers' offices, I'm hearing tapes, whatever that means for a number of you, like that they have kind of documented, and they've also worked through. And I'm seeing that this can be related to what they have been judging. I'm hearing specifically they could judge of character of. They could be someone who is a critic but undercover. I'm hearing specifically as well. Like they work with. I'm hearing a certain crew here. Perhaps it might be. I'm hearing sent from afar agent here. The Fool. Someone who doesn't leave a footprint. I'm hearing specifically like they fly so you don't see them on the, I'm hearing on the foliage that others flock through. It's like I'm seeing them as perhaps having also an aerial perception. This might not be a person though. This might be a form of technology that is I'm hearing oriented to target a certain industry as well. Okay, it might be like a type of like, I always say dual Sagittarius, but I'm seeing it as like something that is somewhat superficial as well, like in whatever way that meant for you is like social media. Even I'm getting like a social media feeling, like they're watching everyone specifically. Take it as you will. Not necessarily in any particular way, just channeling that, right? Always take it as you will. Dear Sagittarius. But yeah, again, I'm seeing like lots of people in that room having different like accounts of how the wind blew at a certain point in time with someone else in the bedroom while they were blowing bubbles and kisses to someone. It's like, this is not, I'm hearing a one-man act and show. This is a one moment that we're all sharing to showcase the talent of one particular topic. I'm hearing also, I'm hearing agent, I'm hearing talking. Yet again, and it's like I'm seeing that there's a question, let's say, of who is carving the cookie out in ways that everyone can kind of like decorate after. It's like, wait, so who's going to be the one? I mean, and not like in a way of like choosing, but I'm seeing it as like a question of, let's say, what you would like to operate in the industry space of. And this might be related to a physical plot of land. It might be related to how certain people may be drawing up a contract or investing in a similar space. There's a focus on character play and eventually what will be analyzed, data analyzed down the line. This is related to analytics. I'm hearing strongly for a number of you, and I'm hearing specifically what makes sense. What makes us not look like we were made from, I'm hearing market balls, whatever that means for a number of you. It's like, I'm hearing penny weight. It's like thrift, whatever that may mean. I'm hearing thrift shop. It's like the Eight of Pentacles coming through. It's like, how are we going to actually make our money here without making the markers that will make them for us? Very interesting. And I'm seeing you kind of like being very careful about and very contemplative about I'm here considering how something is crafted. And that's a process from A to Z that you want to feel very comfortable with, Sagittarius. And it's like, if someone was thinking about manufacturing something in a place that I did not know personally, the personality of, I'm hearing the presentation of, I'm not going to be, I'm hearing marketing that. I'm hearing specifically, and I'm not going to be making that, whatever that may mean, in particularly on the shelf. It could be you projecting this to someone. It could also be a perspective, but I'm seeing you kind of wanting perhaps even to take time to kind of, I'm hearing stencil out this particular project. I'm not saying that it's a no, Sagittarius. I'm not, and there could be a little bit of like I'm hearing who's huffing and gruffing and who's having their hand in their pocket and who's laughing and who's having a smile on their face. And there's like a little bit of like gauging like who's impressed and who's having more tea, who's having a really great, I'm hearing round here, and who's having the hacky sack in their hand that they're kind of beating around, I'm hearing the ballroom with, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like I'm seeing that there's somewhat of like a gauging period of Ace of Wands in the world of what really steals the show, and by way of stealing the heart space first for it. And I'm seeing for a number of you that this is something that you don't really want to just kind of dance around. I'm hearing dance the night away. It's like, I want to remember what we're actually making the memory with and of. And I don't want it to have to be something that's like a pressure point that I have to pin and pressure and feel the pain of in order to remember the promise of. It's like, I want this to be something that we all kind of like really feel in our bones, to be and fit like the pieces of the puzzle that we created them to be. Very interesting. The star, I'm going to recognize them as well. The Father of Cups. This is a very sacred, special storyline that you're connecting the many characters to. I'm hearing places, people, visits, and I'm hearing homes as well. And I'm hearing Hollywood is having you. I'm hearing on their list for. I'm hearing the launching board. Always take as you will, dear Sagittarius. But I'm seeing that I'm hearing it's a hunter's game, and eventually, what is being broken into as a topic of conversation that is going to be kind of is meant to feel comfortable. Let's say will have its ball thrown in Bollywood. I'm hearing as well, specifically like as a breakout. I'm hearing breakthrough moment. Okay, but there's so many layers here to be discovered, and I'm getting that what you kind of put a pause on here, and again, I'm not getting it as a no. I'm seeing it as something that is going to be stimulated over time. It's like, okay, I don't want to just start on, I'm hearing stamping things here. And I'm seeing that what you kind of place a certain rain check on, but not by way of being like, I don't want to work, let's say, on, I'm hearing rodeo shows that don't have a routine yet. Like, I'm seeing you as kind of like being open to contemplating a very creative space. But the way you do it, Sagittarius, is in such a way where you don't need to compliment the fashion that it's carried out in, where it's like, if we're doing something creative, do we need to be, I'm hearing, creative in the way that we are creative? Like, do you know what I'm saying, Sagittarius? It's like there's something that you don't want to reiterate in showcasing your talent. It's like, if I'm doing something creative, or if I'm creating something that's creative, or I'm telling people that they should be creative, how is it that I'm not like undermining that act by way of trying to become kind of like it? I'm hearing to balance it as well. And there could be a focus on what you eventually see guiding through into the long term as a long-winded project. This is something that has a lot of potential as you feel it, but yet again, I'm seeing you as having standards here, Sagittarius. And I'm hearing Libra with Libra, I'm hearing Leo, something that you're like, we actually need. And I'm seeing you like turning around totally. Like, if in the beginning you were like, I'm here, let's get it on. It's like, I see you turning around, Sagittarius, and kind of like suddenly waking up the next morning and being like, I want to work with the world. I'm hearing on the world. I'm hearing specifically, even if it's winter time. And that makes me realize that there are so many different whispers in the wind that I still want to chime into, and I still want to listen into intently. I still want to perform for, through, and as. And I realize that I've got to get intimate in that space first to really understand it. And if this is an industry that you want to be moving into, I'm getting that you want to be really, I'm hearing, you want to offer a sort of brotherly love here, the world that the High Priest is looking over at. You want to, let's say, and the Three of Wands coming through, it's like, this is something that you actually see a lot of, I'm hearing, class acts being carried out through. And it's like, if that's what it is for us, the Son of Cups flying out like, yes, giving his blessing, like, yes, I'm hearing, we do approve, I'm hearing of this message, whatever that means for a number of you. It's like, and the Hierophant is the very last card here on the face of the stack. It's like, I'm seeing that you want to, I'm hearing, compliment the character, not carve it out of the character image that you were let's say, like, considering capturing in a moment. And it's like, if I was going to have some kind of like publicity stunt or act that I thought would be really cool, really cute, really kooky and crazy, I'm hearing, at the same time, I don't know if I want to color outside of the lines that really bleed. I'm hearing first with love, intention, and I'm hearing the leasing management fully aware of what I'm doing, whatever that may mean with the Three of Wands. It's like, I actually do want, I'm hearing, my mother to be making me cookies after the show. Whatever that means. Always take as you will, right? Not necessarily in any particular way. It's like, who's the mother, right? Is it me? Am I my own mother? Am I parenting myself here? Am I my own agent? Am I my own lawyer? Am I my own business, I'm hearing, format attorney, whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. Am I my own business partner? Am I my own ally? You know, it's like, what is the reference point here? And there's a focus on what you are not willing to sacrifice. You're like, no. And the moment in which you feel like you're letting the balloon go, you're like, no, I'm hearing, I'm hearing, made for you. And you were made for me. And like, in this space of somewhat dance, rhythm, routine, I'm seeing that someone sees you as being like very, very, I'm hearing, rock and roll in the way that you rock the stage and you revolve around it and on it, but that you still at the end of the day respect it. And that is something that really others connect with you on, Sagittarius. And don't think that the way that you communicate to your audience is like just clever and crafty and cute. I'm hearing it again. It's like the way that you communicate is actually I'm hearing to the collective and to the masses that see you as holding the space for, I'm hearing the impression of manifestation, that you set the bar for. And that's something, Sagittarius, that you realize I need to do. I need to set the bar. I need to tell, I'm hearing the stage when to be, I'm hearing lifted, raised, and also reformatted. And I'm hearing Prince Volume 2. I'm hearing 3. It's like something that you kind of feel, in whatever way that I'm in for a number of you, I'm seeing it as like what you may feel you would like to also set as a principle. Yes. What it is that you would like to set as a foundation for the form that you eventually see taken on. This may be related to what you see yourself investing in down the line, Sagittarius. It's like, do I see myself investing in this space when I have no more, I'm hearing, toothpicks in my hand left to like poke fun at people with? It's like that kind of feeling. It's like, do I see people also supporting this kind of stage when it's stopped working, when it's out of service? And that might be something yet again that you kind of want to like take to the graveyard shift a little bit and like kind of like think about then when you're again not like having Hennessy, I'm hearing specifically like on hand. It's like, I don't think that I'm hearing specifically like there might be this feeling of like feeling that you don't really want to dance around the night that you want to last, I'm hearing, forever. And what does that mean exactly, Sagittarius? I'm seeing that it is a matter of how you reflect it. Very interesting. And it's like, what is the night? What does it mean for me to have a moment that's unforgettable? I'm hearing unforgettable. That's what you are. It's like, how do I have a moment that I don't have in my hand as a string of a balloon that I untie from my wrist and I wave goodbye to? It's like, how do I have a moment that I can also hand down to my children, I'm hearing specifically, and to the chapter? I'm seeing it as something that you may be like wanting to also, again, get funding for down the line. It's like, how do I make sure that the people who I approach are going to find my work, I'm hearing, respected in the talent show that I want to be talking to them about then at that point in time, whatever that may mean in particular number, not necessarily in any particular way, right? It's like, who will be investing? Is it yourself? Is it, I'm hearing, your former colleague? I'm hearing as well, whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. And what is authentic though to you, Scorpio? I'm hearing Pisces strongly, Sagittarius, in the moment rather. It's in this way of, what is it that you recognize in yourself as you're creating what it is that you do, as you're carving out the space that you are, and on an energetic level, on a spiritual, I'm hearing, stage first, where it's like, do I really, I'm hearing, recognize myself in the elbow, I'm hearing, grease that I'm getting it on with when I'm getting, I'm hearing, groovy? It's like, do I promise myself that this is my passion? And I'm hearing you want to really get a bit geeky with that question, actually, Sagittarius, as I'm getting. It's like, if in the beginning, like the forefront was like, oh, let's just finance it. I'm hearing, let's just, I'm hearing, fuck, I'm hearing as well with the Fool upright, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Let's just do it. I'm hearing as well, let's just feel it out. And that's, again, I'm seeing it, but I'm not seeing it as just like what if. I'm seeing it as being more so something that you may have wanted to, I'm hearing, lift off. And yet again, it's so interesting. I'm seeing like you kind of being like, do we want to have the beaver run out of its own dam in the river kind of feeling? Do we want to, and I'm seeing like an animal like on I'm hearing a lazy river, and you're like, if we shake up the stage, what's going to rattle out of it sort of feeling? And I'm seeing you like not wanting to recognize any I'm hearing any ravens here with the Hierophant in the crowd of racers, specifically the Hierophant. I'm hearing coaches, teachers, mentors that would not, I'm hearing, raise the grade after that for you. Like, again, take it as you will, Sagittarius, however that may be meant in particular for you, but I'm seeing it as being something that, again, it's like, do we want to see how the real crows respond when we're not feeding them? I'm hearing eggs on the stage anymore. Okay, Sagittarius. It's like, okay, if you are not getting the kind of response as well from a certain crowd that you would like, that could be taken personally, interpreted in a number of ways, right? It's like, technically you could be making a lot of money, Sagittarius, but if you are feeling that something is like, you kind of want to be spontaneous with something, or you kind of want to like shake something up, and it's like, and if there are factors to that dance that are kind of like reflected in the space that you're thinking of changing, but that are not directly what you would be changing, like, oh, if I were to, let's say, finance this other venture, or kind of like do something like wacky wonky, what would that tell the people who are actually working on, let's say, or being also fed by, financed here, the Fool, fed by the focus that was, or the finances that were. And if we pull funds from this one direction that we're moving in, how is that going to make everyone else dance in the room after that? And I'm seeing you, again, feeling like there's a bit of also like a responsibility. Like, you don't want to just rack clothes on the stage and then rip them off and then tell everyone that they're, I'm hearing, going to be wearing revealing clothing. I'm hearing specifically as well. It's like, I'm seeing you kind of like wanting to be careful about how others can still color in with the markers that you're going to be choosing to I'm hearing change outfits with and on. Very interesting. This can be related to how you are publicly presenting something, or how it is that you are performing something through. Okay, thank you so much, Sagittarius, for tuning in. Loving the light to you. And right before we trail out one more message that wants to come through. How it is that you are perhaps connecting certain individuals in a certain space, and I'm seeing that it is collaborative. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, it can be related to how you might be servicing certain sectors as well. For a number of you may have, let's say, hold of certain agents, I mean talent groups that you really that they rely on you, like like really, I'm hearing specifically, like if you're a teacher, for example, and you have a lot of students that are following a certain track, and you're thinking of, like, I'm hearing running out of the race when they're about to win it, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like, this is not cool. I'm hearing specifically, like, some people might really be very concerned, Sagittarius, about that. Okay, they're like really like, no. No, please don't. Specifically, like, people are like really, I'm hearing knock on wood. That's not the song. Those are not the song lyrics for that beat. I'm hearing knock on wood though. I'm hearing I know that's like ring my bell. It's like there's something that you perhaps want to get, again, like more public, like promotable, like, but again, the way that you connect with others in this space might be reconsidered. You might be reconsidering how others would be responding and also represented in this space. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Sagittarius, loving the lights. You always take it as you will. Thank you all so much for your dear support, your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you. I highly recommend check out your rising sign and moon sign as well, as you may find there's further insights there for you into your situation. Nonetheless, thank you again for tuning in. We are here clocking in at 48 minutes. Okay, so thank you so much again for tuning in, dear Sagittarius, and let's see anything else. Have a beautiful Venus retrograde, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Sagittarius.